Hello, and welcome to the Outer Worlds. Pretty. Let us speak, shall we?
Welcome back, Captain. How
Hey.
can I be of assistance?
Do you know anything about the machine gathering dust in a janitor's closet?
The unit is a cleaning SAM. Hawthorne brought it on board some cycles ago, I'm sure with the intent to modify it, but I've never seen it up and running. Alex likely recorded progress notes detailing his efforts to modify SAM. If you check the terminal in your captain's quarters, we may be able to determine what work remains in order for SAM to properly operate.
I'd like to learn more about the colony.
What part of the colony would you like to discuss?
I don't know, let's go with Terra 2.
Where in Terra 2?
Tell me about the Emerald Vale and Edgewater.
Edgewater is the sparkling county seat of Emerald Vale, or it was when first built. Since then, neglect and time have worn away her shiny veneer. The town is near the coordinates where Captain Hawthorne died. It would not be unfortunate if something, like say a plague, were to wipe Emerald Vale from the face of the planet.
And what do you think about the townspeople?
You mean the ones who did not answer my distress call with medical assistance, but instead came to issue my injured captain a parking ticket? I'm sure they are wonderful humans who don't deserve to be wiped out by starvation or a devastating plague.
That's the spirit. How is Edgewater faring since we left?
Since you diverted power to the deserters, the botanical lab is thriving. However, Emerald Vale's cannery shut down, leading to a total collapse of Edgewater's population. Thank you, Captain.
You're welcome. I want to ask something else.
Of course. What part of the colony would you like to discuss?
Where do we need to go back?
How can I be of I request you do not wake me if I am sleeping upon your return.
Okay, no worries. I think I can... Is that space dust? Cool. Wait, are those stars? Huh. Weird. I wanted to take a look at the quest we currently have. Passage to Anywhere. Phineas Wells wants you to contact Gavus, a black market fence located on the Groundbreaker. Oh, okay. Weapons. Acquire a science weapon on Groundbreaker. Search Hawthorne's terminal. Okay, let's go with this one first. Let's search the term SAM. Do not forget, you found a discarded Sentinel and maintenance automatico in Emerald Vale's scaffold during your last job. It should not be too difficult to get it up and running. With a few key modifications, I can envision a combat-capable variant. Some might say a clean, mean killing machine. Should be fun. Removal of the factory standard part, SUDS Steeper, was successful. Delivery of combat-modified replacement part, Acid Steeper, has been delayed. Process setback is estimated now to be the solid 3 months. Not like I have more pressing matters to attend to. But I do. I'm giving up hope on the delivery. The part is lost in transit and it's not turning up anytime soon. But good news. I heard some fellow who knows a gal who knows the broker who overcharged me for the information regarding the location of an acid steeper I can filch. The part was sent to an old storage facility in Roseway. I sure never thought I'd go back to that pit. Good thing Auntie abandoned it years ago. Okay. I'll pick it up following the next pit stop, back to the Emerald Vale. Welles wants me to chaperone some person of interest. Details to come later. Seems like I would have had fun with this guy. He wasn't dumb enough to... So look, the spores of the puffball caused on the wild and the enlargement of fresh soil. We put down new roots. Adelaide. Oh! Well, that's nice. So this thing will grow and we'll have more stuff the more we discover the universe. Sounds fun. Okay, we have bullets. By the way, I noticed how massive this gun is. Look at that. I have a shock baton. Roseway, is that here? Terra 2, an idyllic terrestrial planet, Halicon's wealthiest elite. Live in the capital city, Byzantium, while the colony's labor live in corporate-owned township along the frontier. Fane's lab, an abandoned asteroid facility located in the rings of Terra 2. Repurposed into experimental laboratory, living quarters and hideout of years of Vernon Wallace. Typhon. Ooh, we have Typhon. Typhon Primaris. Scylla. Scylla is one of the largest asteroids orbiting Halcyon, yes. The largest in a grouping of rocks known as the Charaptsi cluster. Hephaestus Mining once claimed that the asteroid, but its prospering site, was abandoned decades ago. So is this where we need to go to fix our machine? Welcome to the system map. Here you can see all the planets in the systems as well as some special points of interest that you may have discovered. You can fly your ship to any location that you have unlocked, though some landing bases require special codes and keys before they allow you to land there. Moving between planets is considered extremely dangerous, and all employees are encouraged to remain home or at work. Groundbreaker. That's where we need to go for the main quest. Also here. Phineas's lab. Should I go there? Sure.
We've arrived at Phineas's orbital lab.
Seems like I'm hungry and thirsty and somewhat sleepy, so let's get to bed, sleep. Get a bite, get a drink, and move out. That's a bite. And that's a drink. We might need to purchase some more stuff, actually.
I'll lock up behind you.
Thank you. Shall we take Victor with us? You know, I don't know what his quest is. Rocks.
Yes, you caught me ruminating again. Guilty as charged. What's occupying your thoughts?
What's your story?
Nothing too out of the ordinary. Just your run-of-the-mill vicar with a violently enthusiastic disposition.
Violently enthusiastic disposition.
That's what my parents called it. I grew up in a pit of a town, much like Edgewater. I was destined to be a laborer like my parents, but I was infected early with a need to solve the equation. My passion didn't sit well with them.
Were they not religious?
On the contrary. They internalized the precepts of scientism like no one I've ever known. They had a pure faith, a faith that brought joy to them regardless of the situation. I envied that. I wanted that peace. I thought if I became a vicar, I could find it. Or at the very least, find out why I lacked it.
Well, such a bliss is honestly A gift for the dumb people. You should be proud to be busy. Tell me about your religion.
The simple version is this. The force which we call the Grand Architect created the universal equation that underlies and defines everything in the universe. Everything flows from the equation, or in layman's terms, the grand plan. Is the Grand Architect a consciousness? A natural force? Did it create the equation on purpose? The answers to these questions don't really matter. The equation, the plan, is all that matters. Contentment is found by accepting one's role in the plan.
Oh, that's convenient for controlling the masses.
It can be if abused, but that can be said about anything. However, in the case of the board and Halcyon, sadly, I believe you are correct.
Okay, any idea where we can find someone who speaks French in this colony?
I've been thinking on that. There's a former infamous philosopher scholar who fled Terra 2 some years ago. He's an expert on Bakonu. He's also who told me of the journal's presence in Emerald Vale. If anyone in this colony could translate that book, it would be him.
Okay, do we know where to find him?
That's a good question. We should start on the Groundbreaker. It's where I'd go if I wanted to get off Terra 2. Great place to pick up a ride to Hephaestus, Scylla, even Monarch. All I need is access to a data cartridge from the security terminal. Their easily hackable system keeps a registry of all crew manifests for both arrivals and departures.
How is it that a simple vicar happens to be a skilled hacker?
Before I transferred to Edgewater, I had a wealth of time to develop certain, secular skills during my years serving a particular penitentiary flock. I meditated, led sermons, provided guidance to the inmates as needed, of course. I also played prison yard tossball and taught myself a bit about computronic security systems.
How will a crew manifest help us track down a scholar?
I'll comb the last 6 months of departure manifests to track the Philosophist's off-world destination.
Okay then, sounds convenient. Let's go.
Thank you, Captain.
So, what is this laboratory? It seems mostly empty.
Hello? Can you hear me? Does this work? Oh, damn it, blast, that's loud.
Oh, this is the laboratory of the guy who shot us in space. That's convenient. Shh. Hey, I need your hat for a moment. It does have lockpicking, right? Yes, 5 levels of it. Also, give me some hack. Seriously? Guys, there's something that can boost my hacking ability. Yeah, we're gonna take a look at that later. Okay, let's see. Lockpicking. Mind attributes. Should I take it and see if that's gonna work? You know, it's not necessary. Maybe I need to go to Groundbreaker first.
I'm just securing my ongoing experiments. And securing myself.
Good.
Mind the mess. I haven't had a visitor since... in fact, I've never had a visitor.
Must be nice. Welcome. Oh, and he is hidden.
Oh, thank the law. Your skin hasn't spontaneously changed color. Potential side effect of the revival process.
situation, such as it is. I've got caffeinoids, cysty bits, if you're into that sort of thing. So, welcome. Make yourself at home. My secret hideout is your secret hideout.
Any chance you could repair that monitoring device?
The one I gave you before your pod landed? Ruined beyond repair. Impossible to find replacement parts. That's Halcyon Manufacturing for you. Don't worry about it. I'm reasonably certain you're not going to spontaneously expire. No need to monitor your recovery.
That reminds me, I appreciate you pulling me out of Hope.
Not at all, my intrepid accomplice. I should thank you for tolerating my somewhat brusque manner. I only regret that I couldn't save more of your fellow settlers, what with being hunted by the board, and emptying my supply of necessary chemicals.
I wanted to talk to you about something else.
Of course. What's on your mind?
Is there a reason you're hiding behind the bulletproof glass?
Never know what being frozen did to your brain. There's always a chance you might turn violent. I've no desire to end up like Thompson. Regardless, it's quite comfortable in here, you know. I have my beans, have my caffeinoids, plenty of toilet paper.
How do you know about Thompson? Right.
Absolutely. Let's talk.
Have you met my crew yet?
No, and I've been trying very hard to avoid making eye contact.
Ah, the wanted criminal himself. Pleased to make your acquaintance.
Wait, not another word. I don't want to know your name. I don't want to know who you are. Let's just enjoy our plausible deniability while it lasts, shall we? Why don't you just invite the entire colony to my secret, carefully concealed laboratory? It isn't as if I wanted privacy.
Come on, show a little bit of hospitality.
Oh, very well. I can be a little cantankerous when I haven't had my caffeinoids. You have my apologies, and so forth. For what it's worth, I am pleased that you found a crew, such as they are. You're a talented scientist, after all. Our kind has always been incredibly popular.
Right.
What's on your mind?
Shrinky Ray. Jock weapons, R&D department, science weapons. Science weapons are unique weapons that have strange and powerful effects. Science weapons damage the strength of their effect, both increases as your science skill is increased.
Aha! I see you found my portable molecular compression device, better known as a shrink ray. Find a target, point, shoot. Your target will shrink down into a manageable size, whereupon you may commence beating them to a pulp. Feel free to try it on a marauder sometime.
Okay, let's take a look at that thing, shall we? 20 damage. It looks incredibly familiar. Wait. This looks just like the Nuka-Cola blaster from Fallout 4. Well, someone's eating well. Sealed. Messages. Hack 20. Well, that's easy. To H. Blythe. Sending. No response, no response, no response. I worked out. Explain details later. Will be difficult to reproduce. Need your help. All necessary materials should be present in Halcyon, but locations elude me. Dumped a new associate, their site, Pt.13, near Edgewater. They have to stake my purpose, but trust in them only about 23.7% at present. They're recovering a ship. Should be along any time, just need to know where to send them. Let me know when you get this. Eager to be done. Return to roots. Okay, and exit.
Careful, that's my communications terminal.
I know. Why would I pick up a poster? What do they even do? Oh, wow. You spent over 4 decades in a space with nothing but the technology of this little chamber keeping you alive. The rest of your fellow colonists are still trapped in similar chambers waiting for you to restore them.
Reviving you from hibernation was my greatest accomplishment. Your odds of survival were a mere 28%.
Okay. Is there anything else here I'm missing? Obscure body in SK system. Your name is Bubbles. I mean, I'm not going to argue. I think I named my space amoeba Bubbles. Mop up melted pig. Quite interesting. Right then, let's go to Groundbreaker and see if Vicar has anything for me. I know his name is Max, but I'm gonna call him Vicar. It sounds a little bit more unique. Ironically. Back to the unreliable. Awesome. You acquired posters. Does that mean they're in my room now? And the pocket watch. Not considered garbage. Reed's key. Right, let's modify my helmet if I can. Do you have anything that can actually give me some, not tech skills, some dialogue skills maybe? Leadership skills. I mean, this helmet isn't that great. I'm gonna keep it for now. So what do we know about Groundbreaker? That was the name of a ship, if I'm not mistaken. No, it's not here. Journal. Codex. Loot, weapons, skills, reputation, combat, stealth. Seriously? That's not a codex. It tells me nothing of the world. The logs are nothing, moving, crouching, thirst, sprint. None of these things make any sense. Exploration. Okay. Guys, go to Groundbreaker.
We've arrived at the Groundbreaker. Welcome back, Captain.
Okay,
How
well,
can I be of assistance?
Got a minute to talk?
I have lots of minutes. Many minutes. Unlimited minutes, perhaps. Providing an adequate power source, I can function indefinitely.
Okay.
I prefer to think of it as being in a state of slumber, perhaps for an indefinite duration of time. Do you think that is what it's like for the colonists on the Lost Hope?
I don't know.
When I simulate myself in such a scenario, I do not find it to be desirable. I think my self-preservation protocols incline me to desire the alternative.
And what might that be?
Traveling the system with you, Captain.
What about your last captain? Do you miss him?
Do you know what it feels like when the ship undergoes an unexpected power surge? A jolt to the system. I have felt that. I do feel that. As you may be aware, Captain Alex Hawthorne was a smuggler of some repute. I failed to predict the likely outcome of his reckless behavioral patterns. I should have predicted that. In our travels together, Alex liked to pass time by, as he called it, tinkering to improve my design.
Have there been other captains of the ship?
If you mean, was Captain Hawthorne my first? Yes, he was.
Interesting. Let's talk about something else.
How can I be of assistance?
I'd like to learn more about the colony.
What part of the colony would you like to discuss?
Talk to me about Groundbreaker.
We're cleared to dock with the Groundbreaker if that's your desired destination. If we're going there, please be sure all docking forms have been filed in triplicate and fees have been paid. The Mardettes take their docking laws quite seriously.
Sounds about right. You can take care of that for us, right?
I can, yes. Let me add that to my list of 1,435,498 tasks I am simultaneously executing in order to run our ship.
Thank you.
You are more than welcome, Captain.
Well, give me the spile for Groundbreaker.
The Groundbreaker was Halcyon's original colony ship. It has since been repurposed as a service station in the Lagrange point of the system. Freighters often deliver or pick up goods from the Groundbreaker en route to other destinations. The city ship hosts an array of cargo bays, factories, housing sections, and more. Many of Halcyon's companies maintain office spaces with stationed representatives in what is considered a truly neutral territory within the system. I have filed the required docking forms in triplicate, and fees have been paid.
Thank you.
I'll be here.
Oh, I need to purchase some water from that place. Oh, also I'm gonna leave my string blaster up there. I don't know if I'm gonna use it or not. Let's see. And here we go. I mean, technically it's a pistol, but still. Okay, Max, you're coming with me. Apparently you need to be here.
Just checking your ship's manifest. Standard procedure. Welcome to Groundbreaker, by the by.
Thank you.
Don't mind the heat. Got a few days before it reaches critical. I'm sure Miss Chief Tennyson will get it sorted before then.
Okay, now that's a quest for me. I'm an engineer, you know. That's one of my most modest claims. You have a grenade launcher
He
here.
does it.
Okay, it seems like you don't mind me stealing, so that's cool. Customs.
Smells like grease and unwashed bodies. Just as I remembered.
Well, good. Case for you to be surprised.
That's not the point. This halfwit just knocked out one of my workers.
Yeah, with a toss ball stick. I heard you the first time. There weren't any witnesses.
No witnesses. He's not even denying it.
Jackass had it coming.
Shut it, Felix. You're not making this any better.
You get cute with me again, you little back bay brat, I will toss you out an airlock.
This is the Groundbreaker, not Byzantium. You ain't the law here. I am. Now move along.
I don't have time for this. I need a drink.
Hey,
Going for a stroll around the docking base?
I noticed that you were in the middle of an argument earlier.
Sure was. Got a knack for upsetting the board and the Mardettes all at once. Between you and me, I was hoping they'd come to fisticuffs.
I hear you knocked someone out with a tossbow stick.
The guy insulted my Rizzo's Rangers, alright? You can't just insult my Rangers and expect to get away with it. So, of course, I decked him with a tossball stick. I mean, what am I? Some kind of fair-weather fan?
Rizzo's Rangers.
Only the finest group of tossball players ever to take the field. He's a Spacer's chosen man, though. So when the Chosen beat my Rangers the other night, my foreman comes swaggering up with his head full of boasting.
And that's when you resolved your differences like an adult, right?
That's when I broadsided him with a tossball stick. Yeah. Look, this was a long time coming. Guy thinks he can push me around because he's some sky-high foreman, and I'm just a back bay's dock worker. Well, former dock worker. Guess I just tendered my resignation.
Honestly, it sounds like you're better off on your own.
Yeah, I reckon you're right. Imagine me wasting my life loading boxes, unloading boxes, watching the ships roll in and take off. Hey, not for nothing, but I saw you wander out of that ship over there by the dock. Wouldn't happen to be yours, would it?
Why do you ask?
Oh, just musing is all. Must be nice having the run of the colony. Never being anchored to one place, always chasing some horizon. Hey, I don't want to talk your ears off, guessing you got places to be. I appreciate your time.
You in a hurry to get somewhere?
Oh, not at all. Just, you know, gonna figure out what to do next. See you around, boss.
Okay. That sounded innocent. That's quite a lot of things we need to steal. Okay. Were those light bullets? Can't tell.
Do you mind? I'm trying to file a report.
Oh, good luck with that. A jewel ring. Hello, what are you? An energy drink. No one inside. You have found an ID cartridge. To use with a holographic shroud, you will now be automatically disguised when entering the associated restricted area. Heavy ammo, good.
If you're not crew, you're little people.
Oh, aren't you just nice?
Customs and inspection, right this way.
We discovered a vending machine. And also, ouch. Okay, let's purchase some food and some water. Sell some garbage and some weapons. Okay, doesn't seem like you're selling any food. What is this? Lipper injection. Increase the distance you travel when dodging. That sounds cool. That's incredibly expensive though. Mach 2 zap. Well, 20 Adreno is good enough. I hope. We can always purchase some more. Nice. We found a secret, I hope. You alright? We found that expensive mod we were looking at in the market. Mach 2 power. Extendo sight. Right, I actually wanted to take a look at the helmet here. Sneaking goes up. Hey, why don't you take that? Seems like it's armor. Actual armor. Actually, no. The hat is better for that. I'm gonna take it anyway. I think it fits you better. Oh, come on. Gotcha. So what have we here? Standard troop armor, protective clothing with safety harness. Let's take a look at that. Dialogue skills go up, tech skills go up, dodge skills go up. Not my favorite suit of armor. This gives you dialogue. No, this gives you dodge. You know, this one actually fits you a little bit better than this. This is medium armor. And he looks like a mercenary now with that shotgun and that sleeveless thing. Why is there a skeleton here? You know, I don't want to know. Seriously? It wasn't that big of a foe. And we basically skipped customs.
I picked up this weird signal the other day. It was coming from Monarch.
This is it. Security. I can check the departures registry to find out which crew the Scholar shipped in and out with.
No, seriously. There was a lot of static at first, but then this voice said his name was Graham?
Graham, right. Broadcasting on a dead world full of monsters. Now I've heard everything.
You know,
right there.
It takes more muscles to frown than to smile.
Who told you that? Graham?
Asshole.
What do you think you're doing?
Just leaving. Right then, I did want some stealth skills here. Intimidate goes up with that. I think it's because of the hat. Not sure. Ranged. Minimum armor penetration plus 10%. Maybe later. Let's go with tech. There we go. Tinkering costs less. Wish I had that earlier. Actually, I think I had. It's not a big deal. Dialogue. Still have to think about that. Ranged. Oh, we are actually done. Groundbreaker reputation decreased.
Just passing through, minding my own business.
Right then, I'm gonna end the episode here, so thank you all for joining me, and I'm gonna see you all next time. Goodbye.